Hello and welcome to another daily devotion. As this week we talk about putting our prayers into practice, and it's really centered on the different ministries of the church and the teams. And this week we're talking about faith formation. So what is faith formation? It's the development of discipleship over the years. You're walking with others in their journey with Jesus. But forget all that for a minute. I want to talk to you about a story of Sunday school. Now, I know faith formation, often we think of children and Sunday school, but this was in high school. We had a high school Sunday school class, and I had two gentlemen who were teaching me, two men in our church growing up, and I'll call him Mr. Baker because I've been trying to remember his last name, and Mr. C, Gary C. And they were my Sunday school teachers for 4 years in high school. Now, I'm sure they had better things to do on Sunday morning. I'm sure they wanted to be in church on occasion and hear the sermons. But these two guys would talk to us about life in high school. They'd talk to us about different things that were going on in the world. And then they talked to us about how they saw them in their faith after listening to us. And what really struck me, because I don't remember any of the lessons they taught me, but I remember when I was a high school senior, Gary C., who had been my teacher for 4 years, died of a heart attack suddenly. He was 56 years old. Had a daughter in high school, just a couple of years ahead of me when I had started his class, and two older daughters in college. And I share it because Mr. C was somebody who not only, as part of my faith formation, he taught me two things. One, that adults in the church cared deeply enough about Jesus that he wanted to commit to being there with us as high school students to reflect how important Jesus was in our lives and in his. And the second thing that he really shared with me was knowing that as part of being in a community, he would be there for us when we were hurting. When we had a bad time, when we were going through a breakup, high school drama, whatever it was, got cut from a team, whatever it was you were going through, Mr. C would often pick up on it in class, your body language if you were more quiet than usual or goofing off a little ways that were unusual, and he'd pull us aside after class and just ask, how are you really doing? And as a senior in high school, and I'll never forget him, the realization that through all these classes, these Sunday school classes, that stuff didn't really matter as much as I knew this guy loved us. And he was like that gone. And I just remember being both broken in my heart that he was dead, but also I was so thankful that this guy had, in a small window of his life, he was a corporate guy. He was doing a lot of things status-wise and in his life in the community. He was really well known. And all of that meant nothing to me other than he had all these achievements. And what was his most important thing? Being with us kids and being with his family and telling us about Jesus. Again, I don't know what lessons we learned about the Bible, but the lesson of life that he taught me in his life and beyond it was the thing that mattered to Gary C. most was Jesus. And it was a thing he was willing to share. And that helped form who I am because he stood with me along this journey. He pushed me and encouraged me to be involved in the church and how much this mattered as a grown man. You don't see a lot of grown men super involved as much as you do ladies, especially in children's and youth ministries. And he's saying, you want to know what really matters in life? Start with Jesus. I hope there's somebody in your life who has helped bring you to the place you are with God. That's where faith formation is really real.